Do you have it plugged in? Which one is it? Isn't it this one, microphone? Test. There we go. Good evening and welcome to Shenango High School for this opening round matchup of the PIAA playoffs between the Shenango Wildcats and the Marion Center Stingers. My name is Joe Rhodes. Doug Flanders to my right, Josh Reckengost here as well. At Shenango, bringing you the action. 4 seed out of District 6 West, Marion Center in the green, and the Whippeal champion Wildcats in the white. Wildcats with a bucket there, Doug.
Yeah, man-to-man defense here. Both teams starting out. Shenango's got the home crowd here. It's first round of states. So let's see if Marion Center can weather an early storm here and stay with these Wildcats.
Nearly losing the ball there was Lipsy, but Elkin able to come up with it. Elkin's going to dribble around, look for a screen from a couple of Stingers, but that one's going to go off the hands of Black in the post, and a turnover to start for the Stingers. And Doug, we talked about it on the way here, and there's Miller able to get a hand on it, and a jump ball called. Nice job there by Lydia Miller to force the jump ball, and Marion Center will retain possession.
Yeah, tough man-to-man defense here. Both teams starting out. So nice to see Marion Center, Lydia Miller, good athlete there, causing the jump ball.
I was going to say there a moment ago, Doug, it's up to Marion Center to not turn the basketball over. That's been sort of their bugaboo here so far in these playoffs. A lot of close games, and you wonder if they were able to avoid those turnovers, what the outcomes might have been. Certainly a chance to go to a district championship game against United, a game as Kaylee Elkin goes baseline up and in. We're tied at 2 apiece.
Yeah, really interesting here. Marion Center, starting 3 juniors, a sophomore, and a freshman, Joe. So they're all back next year.
I believe Elkin's a senior, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
I could be wrong. Kaylee?
Have her as a junior.
Okay. I stand corrected.
On the Shenango side, 4 seniors and a sophomore. So a lot of turnover there from Shenango.
So that one looked like it went off of, and it's going to be overturned there. 3 Marion Center players in the vicinity, and they said it went off of number 33 for the Wildcats. I'm trying to get a roster here, Doug.
Kylie Rubin. Steal, here comes Marion Center.
Back quickly on defense are the Wildcats. Miller's going to go up off the glass, no good back rim. Black, the freshman with a board. Second chance opportunity for the Stingers.
Ooh, deep 3, Joe.
Elkin barely missing that one. And a jump ball, nice job by Miller, out of position to get that, and somehow just her effort able to get her in position to tie that one up.
Full court press, Marion Center.
Marion Center, a very balanced team, as I was telling you on the way here, Doug. You're going to see equal distribution scoring. You're going to see efforts from everybody, not one player starring, and that's a good recipe for success come playoff time. That one's off the foot of the post player.
Close, almost step back there, Joe.
I want to mention it's a Innovations of Home game night here on High Top Sports Network. Second chance opportunity, tipped around, and Marion Center gets it back 2-2, 5:40 left here first quarter again on this Innovations of Home game night on High Top Sports Network.
Great crowd, great atmosphere here at Shenango, Joe. I'll tell you what, Marion Center traveled really well.
Elkin gets it back. The block there, Black didn't see it coming. That one's going to stay here with the Stingers. They had 3 different opportunities there, Doug, unable to convert. The save at the end there with the big block in the post on Black.
Yeah, good start for Marion Center. I thought maybe Shenango would jump on them early. That has not happened here, Joe. 5:25 to play, 2-2.
Well, and I think part of that, Doug, is just the turnovers, as I mentioned. One turnover so far for the Stingers, and if they're able to limit those as much as possible, they are a team that can really spoil a tournament like this for a team like Shenango, a Whippeal champion. Miller goes baseline, blocked again in the post presence of the Wildcats.
Well, one thing I've noticed here early, Joe, officials are letting both teams play.
And I like that.
Not a single foul has been called in this game so far.
Marion Center to inbound under the hoop. That's Miller. Miller gets it to Elkin.
Nice.
Elkin fouled, and a nice job there on that. The screener's coming up, and that frees up Elkin on the block, and she's fouled.
It's a screen-to-screener play there, Joe. It's a common one. And just talked about the fouls, and there we had one.
Yeah, nice play there. Marion Center, 5:11 left in the first quarter, tied at 2, looking to take the lead. And
They do.
And Marion Center, a very good free throw shooting team, Doug. They shot the lights out against McCourt. Up and down the lineup, and they can do that today. And again, protect the basketball. They can really spoil a tournament for a lot of teams.
Very nice. I like the aggressiveness of Marion Center here early.
Head coach Amy Trimble.
Whoa! Flirting with that over in the back line there, Joe.
Yeah, small court. Not a full-size court like you'd see at Armstrong or some of the courts we're typically at, but
right.
Coming over and that foul on the floor. I thought the travel would be called before then, Doug, as I see you nodding your head.
Definitely a travel, Joe.
But unfortunately for the Stingers, a little bit of home cooking maybe as the foul is called. I think was that Black that was called against? Sure. Drive, stop, pop. Nice shot by the lefty there, Doug.
Yeah, that was Janie the towel. And man, she's got nice size, lefty, real nice.
22-4. Shenango squad tied up right now with the 4 seed out of District 6, Marion Center. The Stingers, a feisty group. Fitting of a mascot as a B. Elkin does out the hustle.
Beautiful.
The hustle was unreal on that one. She wanted it more. Miller to the hoop. She's fouled, and she'll go to the line. Right now, Marion Center is just simply outplaying these Cats. They want it more, Doug.
Yeah, we got a little injury here. Number 30 from Marion Center, the freshman,
Black.
Natalie Black. So
Natalie Black, a big piece of this team here in this run.
Going to have to sub out here, Joe.
Yep, and her presence in the post is one that they can ill afford to be without with this very tall Shenango squad, Doug.
Yeah, it looked like she rolled her ankle there possibly, Joe.
So Lydia Miller at the line, game tied at 4-all. That is up and good.
No rim there at all, Joe. You called it early. Good free throw shooting team. What a weapon for the Stingers.
Miller's second shot upcoming. That's good as well.
4 for 4 at the line early from Marion Center.
Only 4 points allowed. And now keep in mind, the Whitfield Championship game was a game, I think that, if I'm not mistaken, Shenango only scored 44 points.
Nice.
So, nice play. Stepping through all of that Marion Center traffic. Doug was number 21. That, of course,
Emily
Fedrizzi, we'll say.
Okay.
Miller looked like she was going to come to a stop and maybe top that, but instead she gets at the Elkin, gets the lane. She goes up off the glass, just a little too hard, but Lipsy with a put back, no good, tipped out. Man, oh man, you got to capitalize on those second chance opportunity. Marion Center's gotten them, but just unable to convert, Doug.
Yep. Marion Center definitely having their chances, anything that they want right now.
Foot on the line, shot up front rim, no good. Has to be another jump ball, it looks like. Of course, who else but Miller. Johnny on the spot there. She's been, I think, a part of all but one of the tie-ups. And a media timeout for folks like us, Doug. Doug, look at me.
That's awesome, Joe. I didn't know about the media timeout.
Oh, it's a real thing. It is a real thing. Yeah, while we have an opportunity, quickly want to thank today's sponsors, Beanie Powder Solutions, Jason and the folks there. Jason, hopefully getting to tune in on this game. He's got some relatives playing, and I know he said he had to go hook up a generator for somebody. So while his nieces are playing, he's being a good guy and going helping somebody. So got to appreciate that about Jason Elkin, B&E Powder Solutions. Also want to thank our friends at Griffiths Auto Sale, Caleb and the folks. As you can see, our scoreboard today, Griffiths Auto Sale, a family-owned business since 1955. Thank you to Griffiths Auto Sale. Of course, tonight's official broadcast partner, Innovations of Home. Pretty much have everything. I joke and say they have everything, but Doug, you got to go there. They have everything. You can get your fishing license and a kitchen sink and your garden supplies all in one place in Marion Center.
Okay.
with the touch though of your hometown kind of business, they'll help you through your purchase. If you have a project, they'll walk you through it. So we certainly appreciate their help. Innovations of Home. And then last but not least, Doug, we want to thank Bowser Minnick Funeral Home, another one of our wonderful loyal sponsors on High Top Sports Network.
Good action here in this first quarter, Joe. 6-6, 3:30 to play here in the first, and this looks like a dead even game to me at this point. So let's see who can take control.
Yeah, Marion Center's defense kind of keeping him in it. Again, and what would this score be if Marion Center had made a lot of these putbacks?
Right,
Doug.
Right.
They've had the opportunities nearly on every possession. It seems that they've missed. They've gotten an offensive opportunity afterwards. That one
nice
inbounded,
play.
nice cutter, and that is good. Again, it was
Kylie
Marion.
Rubin. Oh, right
Go,
back.
and another missed opportunity there by Elkin. Oh, you got to have that one. You got behind the defense, but tough angle there for the Stingers. That was the newly entered number 23 or number 13, excuse me, Kennedy Elkin. Doug?
I don't know about that one, Joe. They went right at him. Jeez.
I mean, you're warming up to these Marion Center fans real fast.
I know.
You'd think you're the alum.
Green and gold, that's all you, Joe.
Great colors, right?
Yeah, those good colors.
First shot, no good, so.
Reminds me of Deer Lakes, Joe.
They went to the Vegas Gold right after I graduated, and I didn't like that very much, Doug. And you know, we're John Deere colors, I like to say, Marion Center. Second one, shooters roll, good. That was Emily Fedrizzi able to get it to go, and now a 9-6 lead for the Whippeal champion Wildcats with 3:03 remaining first quarter of play.
Yeah, Marion Center's really gotten everything they've wanted on offense. They just haven't been able to convert. Here's another one, Joe, wide
Elkin
open.
runner down the lane, missing another opportunity. She had it at her feet, and she loses it. And another shot within range, just unable to convert there was Kaylee Elkin. You almost wish she would have taken a step maybe closer to out from the baseline, Doug, so she could get an angle at the backboard.
I'd like to see her use the backboard there, Joe. That was going to be my exact statement.
But no room for it with the angles that she was coming in at. So.
And that's exactly what the coach is telling the bench right now. She should have stepped in, used that angle, and used the backboard. So
another missed opportunity as a full court man-to-man press still, in effect for the Stingers. Little push off there, nothing called. Dump inside, and Elkin steps in front of it.
Watch out. Okay.
She's going to pull that one out safely and get it to Miller. Puts up the high arcing three. No good, but a nice board by Lipsy. Second chance. Another three. Elkin up, back rim, no good. There's Elkin again fighting for it. What an effort with two Wildcats. Elkin getting called for the foul. Where was the foul on that one?
Marion Center totally out-rebounding Shenango right now.
And tell me how that Elkin committed that. She was at inside position.
Yeah, I don't understand that at all.
I mean, I'm not trying to be a homer here.
That's a foul.
Yep. Not trying to be a homer here, Doug. Not at all. I did graduate from this school. Very proud that I did. And, but that was one of the most awful offensive foul calls in what was an apparent over the back that I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I don't know how you go over the back whenever you're in front of a player. With Blacks coming to the scorer's table, that's a nice sight for Marion Center. That one going nowhere, and back over to Marion Center here with 2:11 remaining. First quarter of play here on this Innovations of Home Game Night on High Top Sports Network. Follow us online, hightopsportsnetwork.com, and Facebook, Twitter, and I think Instagram. I don't know how to use it.
Okay, we got a little bit of a trap here for Shenango.
A little give and go there, and that's going to briefly give Miller
wide
open.
open.
And there's
Joe.
Black puts on the glass, up and good. Marion Center able to capitalize, back within a point, 1:53 left in the first quarter here, Doug.
They may be the Whippeal champs, Joe, but I'm going to tell you, the 4 seed out of District 6, Marion Center, looks just as good, if not better, than this Shenango Wildcat team.
They are, again, they have those intangibles as a team, Doug. A lot of hustle. They don't take plays off. They shoot well together from the free throw line, and those are, again, these are.
That's travel, right in front of the official.
And those are the things I think bode well when it comes time. Comes to be March, and you're still playing hoops. A rarity, and certainly in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, we got March Madness starting up next week, Joe. A little early March Madness here.
Stingers looking for
Cinderella, right?
Yeah, to be a little bit of a Cinderella here. This is like the 1-16 matchup, Doug.
It is.
It literally is.
I know.
So yeah, by Shenango getting the top seed basically in the PIAA Class 2A bracket, as Doug said there, that makes Marion Center basically the last team in.
Well, if you look at their record, Joe, I think they're 14-12 overall.
Tough angle, Black. Yep. But softball at Armstrong, and you know what it means to be hitting the right stride at the right time.
Yep. Go 1-0 today. That's the line. It doesn't wide
Black open. Shot fake up.
Wow. Very fortunate. Shenango is very fortunate there, Joe.
Definitely getting some home calls, I do believe, here today, Doug. But that comes with hosting a game. So that's, it's going to happen. If this game were happening at the Hive,
Interesting, Shenango's playing man-to-man out of bounds, and they're getting killed on that underneath the hoop.
Elkin up through traffic, no good, back rim.
Wow, just out-rebounding him.
Another chance and another missed opportunity on a second chance by Marion Center. Looked like Lipsy might have been slightly contacted though, so can't fault her necessarily, but you can fault the fact that the call was made. Past the corner, shot up. Front rim, no good. Miller with the board, 30 seconds left. Marion Center now with the basketball, down by 1. 9-8 your score, first quarter. 4th seed out of District 6, Marion Center hanging in here against the WPIAA champion, Shenango Wildcats. That one turned over, but right back to the Stingers. Very fortunate, Doug, and I was just about to say Marion Center protecting the basketball quite well.
Yeah, really neither team, Joe, really playing their best right now. You know, a lot of missed opportunities on the Marion Center side, and Shenango's just getting out-hustled right now is what I see.
Yeah, Marion Center, like I said, that's just a sign of somebody wanting it more than the other. Front rim, no good by Lipsy. Rebounded, 10 seconds remaining. Poked away from the back, and Miller with the foul.
That's 2 on Miller, Joe.
And that's going to be something to watch here. I'd probably take her out for the remainder of this first quarter, let her catch her breath. And
I'd have liked to see Marion Center hold for the last shot there, Joe. Now they got a foul, and, you know, Shenango's going to have a chance to get to the last shot of the quarter.
I concur, Doug. 5 seconds remaining, and Lipsy, or excuse me, that's Elkin. Man, oh man, she's been all over the place today. Really, all these Stingers have. I commented in that last game against Bishop McCourt, Marion Center's Lipsy. She was just a ferocious out there, just all over the place. She was like a blur, a green blur. And really all the Stingers that way tonight. Up and over, no good, and a rebound by the Stingers. And they will enter quarter number 2 behind, but barely, with a score 9-8 in favor of the home Shenango Wildcats, the WPIAA champion Shenango Wildcats, Doug.
That was a quarter of missed opportunity, Joe. Both teams, you know, several missed layups, several open looks. I like to call them bunnies, really, both ways. So whoever starts converting these offensive chances are really going to be the champion in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. And at Marion Center, like I said, it's always one little piece missing, it seems, for these Stingers. One piece away, or one little part of their game away from winning a lot of these games. And today, Doug, it's these second chance opportunities. That's on there. Josh heard it. Yeah, I heard it. Somebody messed. So again, want to thank you guys for tuning into High Top Sports Network. This PIAA basketball matchup between the Marion Center Stingers and the Wildcats of Shenango. Somebody out there saying we don't have sound, and sorry, you're wrong. Okay. We have sound. Josh to my left confirming, listening to the broadcast himself. As the Wildcats start the second quarter with the basketball, leading by 1. And really,
nice
backdoor pass. Miller not watching her defender, and lets number 21, Emily Fedrizzi, go backdoor. Fedrizzi now up to 7 points to lead all scorers in this game. No one on the court right now with more than 4.
Yeah, that's a play you draw up at the quarter break there, Joe, and work to perfection for Shenango.
Both teams getting some opportunities going backdoor. No foul called there. Miller trying to go up and under. It looked like she was certainly contacted, as Amy Trimble gesturing that right now to the referee nearest to her, and I can't blame her.
Yeah, I'd like to see her go strong there, but that was definitely a foul.
So far, I mean, you don't need to give a WPIAA champion any more help than they. Nice job there, trying to go backdoor again, forcing that one. Miller gets a hand on it. Elkin comes out with it. 7:06 left. Elkin's going to pull the 3. Another opportunity for the Stingers. How many offensive rebounds have they gotten here, Doug? Miller pulls the 3, back rim, no good. That one, long rebound, or else Black might have had a chance at it. She got position on her opponent, but the rebound out to the Wildcats, who lead by 3. Dump inside, Black playing tough defense. Here's the kick out shot. Looked like a little.
That's a travel.
That was a travel indeed. And Lipsy with the big swat.
Man, I cannot believe we have 3 officials out here and all this traveling going on, and they're not calling.
A lot of travel and a lot of fouls. This is a very one-sided game, and I don't want to harp on referees. I feel for referees because we get harped on in the air a lot, Doug, and so we can relate. Here's a 3 by the Stingers. No good. Miller with another rebound. She goes up with it, and a foul finally called. There are whistles out there, Doug.
I mean, Marion Center, 2, 3 shots every time, Joe. You just got to put it in or get to the foul line.
Again, they just have a nose for the ball here. You could see that Miller got her eyes on it, knew it was going to be short, so knew the rebound was going to be where she was, and made sure to keep her eyes on it. Meanwhile, the Cats were still looking up at the hoop, waiting to see it enter their view, and Miller there to gather it in. And
5 for 5 from the foul line from Marion Center. So they're getting every free point that they should get. So that's key.
6:13 left here on this Innovations of Home Game Night.
Make it 6 in a row, Joe. 11-10 now.
6 for 6 are the Stingers, down by 1. Miller up to 4 points. She joins Elkin, Haley Elkin that is, with 4 to lead the Stingers. Fedrizzi-Miller matchup's going to be a good one to watch as this game goes on, Doug.
Yep. Especially when Miller already having 2 fouls.
Oh, that one gets through 2 Stingers. Shot up, no good. Rebounded. Elkin climbing the ladder. And man, oh man, there's another reach in a place that Marion Center got called earlier in the game. Elkin tries to spin, gets it to Lipsy. She puts up the 3, no good. Marion Center right now really settling for threes. Miller, spin dribble, up with it, high off the glass, and what a nice play by Miller, who puts Marion Center in front 12-11, Doug.
First lead for Marion Center of the contest here, Joe, 12-11, so really nice.
You can't call this a fluke, Doug, because we are nearly 11 minutes into this game. 5:16 left, so in 16 seconds we'll be 11 minutes in, but
5 seconds, Joe.
Nothing called.
There.
And a timeout.
Timeout.
So the benefit of the doubt given to the home team once again.
Good timeout because it was going to be a 5-second call. So good job by the Shenango coach.
Doug, what are you seeing? Really, this you look like you're enjoying it. I'm certainly enjoying it. What are you seeing out there?
You know, this is a great hard-fought basketball game between 2 good teams. Both teams, I feel, struggling to put the ball in the basket. Marion Center getting 2-3 shots every opportunity down the court. Shenango very fortunate they're only down 1. Marion Center's had some open looks, some wide open, uncontested
They've also been fouled
shots.
on
yes.
Shooting attempts as well, so they should have gone to the line. They're 6 for 6.
Yeah.
But they probably should have gone to the line at least 3 more times here so far, Doug.
Yeah, so Shenango very fortunate to only be down 1. Very intense coach here for Shenango, really trying to light a fire under his team.
Something needs to be done. Looks like a little bit of a Whippeal Championship hangover right now for the Wildcats, who are in a very difficult Class 2A bracket here for the PIAA levels. It's not maybe going to be as easy as the 2A bracket. Not saying the 2A bracket was easy. They had to beat a team that defeated them during the regular season, that being Freedom in the Whippeal Championship game. But so far, really, Marion Center the better team out there, Doug. I think that's fair to say.
Absolutely.
Joe Rhodes, Doug Flanders here on this Innovations of Home Game Night on High Top Sports Network. Dribble drive, kicked out, lefty shot up, good.
Nice.
And we've seen Natal drain a couple shots like that. She's really been a nice consistent piece. She's got the height, but we've seen her do some damage from outside here so far, Doug.
I really like that lefty. Man, she's tough. Here's Marion Center. Answer? No.
Marion Center can't buy a jumper. Their points are basically coming from the free throw line, Doug, or close to the hoop. There's a walk, but nothing called. Shot up and good. And this is where Marion Center's got to be careful. You can't let this one get away quickly. And
like I said, that was a great timeout by Shenango, and they got a little more intensity out in the court now.
Black with the basketball. Marion Center going to set up their offense. And again, one thing, if you had to, it's really hard to do right now with how well Marion Center is playing, but if you had to really say one thing about them that they're not doing great, that one nearly goes in. Looked like contact again, but nothing doing. But one thing that they're doing that maybe is detrimental is settling for some long shots, Doug.
Yeah.
Lipsy nearly getting another steal. That looked like another carry there. It looked like a hand turned over, Doug. But again, I think you have to. I understand being in a home court, and that you see that during the regular season, and normally I'd let that be. But I think in this situation, with how well Marion Center's playing, you can't help a Whippeal champion out any more than Elkin with a second chance, and that's up and good. 16-14 now.
Oh,
Stolen
nice.
away by Miller. She goes up off the glass, no good. Lipsy put back, no good.
Look at
Miller.
the opportunity.
And it's tied up at 16 all. Marion Center just demolishing the Wildcats on the boards right now. several opportunities. Doug, how many was that? 4, 3?
Jeez. Unbelievable. How one-sided this rebounding has been.
And
I mean, it is one and done for Shenango, and Marion Center getting 2, 3, 4 opportunities.
Black with the board there. And I would say, Doug, the heights are similar, but I feel like the size advantage is in favor, as Elkin does a good job of drawing contact in the lane. She's fouled, and she'll go to the line and shoot 2 in this 16-all PIAA Class 2A first-round game.
The winner of this game, Joe, gets District 9 second seed Montauk or District 10 third seed Lakeview.
Very interesting.
They're going to be, whoever wins this game is going to be playing a team from a different district.
Now we will go.
That game will be played on Tuesday, Joe.
No good there by Elkin. Rare missed by the Stingers, but
first miss.
Neutral site. I was going to ask you there a moment ago.
Yes, that'll be a neutral site. So somewhere between whatever district wins this and District 9 or District 10. 10's up in Erie, Joe. 9's north as well.
Yep, 9 is kind of the Clarion area there.
Yeah.
Falling out of bounds, stolen by the Stingers. Miller with the basketball. She pulls it out smartly. Gets it over to Elkin. She pulls the 3. One of these have to go eventually for the Stingers. That one does not. Running the fast break now. Nice little crossover. Shot up. And somehow that goes in. Raindrop. Natal. Really, the heavy lifting's been by 2 players for these Shenango Wildcats. The aforementioned Natal and, of course,
Fedrizzi.
Yep, Fedrizzi, as Elkin fouled once again, going to the basket. And she'll go to the line with her team trailing by just a point with 2 minutes and 20 seconds left here, Doug, in the first half. I don't know if the odds makers had this as the outcome, Doug, but one outcome is we're here and we're glad to be. And I know, speaking for the whole team, that we're really excited, and so are the folks at Innovations of Home. They would like to wish the Lady Stingers good luck and congratulations on a fantastic playoff run like the Lady Stingers. Innovations of Home gives it their all to do the right job, and they won't stop until the job is done. From new homes to daily fixes, Innovations of Home has the right stuff, the right people to make it happen, earning a Best of Indiana County Top Award in 4 different categories. Innovations of Home has the drive to do our best, just like the Lady Stingers. Innovations of Home would like to thank each and every player and coach that has made this season exceptionally memorable. Great players, great coaches, and the support of the Marion Center community have made this team special. We are excited for the remaining games. Go Stingers from your friends at Innovation of Home.
Yeah, what a great basketball game, Joe. We're very fortunate to get to call this first round game. This has been back and forth, great action, great hustle. Really good atmosphere here at Shenango. First time I've ever been here, and it's a good place to play basketball.
Small gym, but a good small gym. There's such a thing, you know. Not all the best gyms are the ones that, have, large capacities. This is a very intimate gym, but still very nice. And I was going to say, I like the floor pattern as well.
I do too.
Like the arcs.
I do too.
Although that blue looks a little green. Maybe that's what's happening here. Marion Center's just painting the court green. As Elkin, despite the stoppage, comes out and drains it.
18 all, Joe, another tie. You know, lead changes back and forth now here in the second quarter. And Marion Center, another miss. So that's their second missed foul shot. Still tied.
18 all, as Doug said. 2:16 remaining, first half of play. Marion Center, unquestionably the underdog against the top seed out of the entire bracket. Shenango, a little backdoor pass, stop, pop, lefty goes up against it again, and Natal, she's shooting a very high percentage right now as Natal. She's got that nice touch off the glass there too, Doug. That's not an easy shot.
Yeah, she's got a nice touch on her ball, Joe. She knows the angles out there in the court.
She's got
really
a
nice job.
Oh, sorry, Doug. She's got a game-high 9 points now. Miller saves that one. Gets it to Black. Black puts up the shot. That one's good. Nice pass from Miller to Black. The assist to Miller. And the Stingers tie it right back up at 20 all.
Yep, back tied, Joe.
Again, Marion Center, a scary team. Just those little things, those intangibles. A team that doesn't necessarily ride one player or 2 players. It's a very obvious that it's a team effort when you watch Marion Center go about things the way they want to, Doug.
Doing a little clear out here, Joe. 1-4 low. There she is again.
Wow, on fire right now is Natal. drains the three. Makes it a 23-20 lead for the Wildcats of Shenango.
Yeah, she caught fire here, Joe, just when Shenango needed it.
Elkin might have, I feel like quite a great effort by Elkin to put her body on the line there, but I feel like that was blocked, and maybe she knew something I didn't there, but she went to save that and then stepped on the line as a result, so maybe if she would have let that go. But you hear the Shenango bench yelling out to play for the last shot here with 51 seconds left and the three-point advantage. High Top Sports Network. Josh Reckengost to my left, Doug Flanders to my right. I'm Joe Rhodes. From Marion Center, yeah, that's Joe Rhodes.
Triangle delay here, Joe. Wide open
under the hoop, and easy peasy for the Wildcats, who now take, I think, their biggest lead of the game, Doug, 25-20.
Absolutely.
With 25 seconds left. Miller trying to take a dent out of that. Misses it. Who else but Lipsy with the board. She goes up, and she is fouled. And I always say I love taking the ball to the basket and love playing inside, because no matter it's a guard or a forward, because right now Lipsy doing the right thing. You put your opponent possibly in foul trouble, and you have a chance to go to the line undefended and shoot from the charity stripe. You know, that's Marion Center's got to get to the hoop, because they're clearly getting boards.
Yeah.
And they clearly can play in there, and they clearly can make their free throws, as Lipsy proves right there. So maybe if they don't, maybe not settle so much for those outside jumpers, those threes that just aren't falling right now for them.
I don't think they've made a three in this contest, Joe.
I'm going to say they haven't, Doug. That one front rim. Elkin getting to it. Somehow loses the handle, though. And now it's a 2-on-2. Smartly pulling it out there, though, is
nice crossover.
But now it's Black having to defend on the switch. Elkin with it. 7 seconds left. 6 seconds left. Elkin dribbling. Well defended.
Wow.
And she is fouled. Shooting a three.
Yeah.
And I think that's the right call, Doug.
It's definitely the right call. That was definitely a foul. You know, Shenango doesn't like that call, but that was a good call.
Shenango's gotten some really, really beneficial calls in this game so far. So it's again, you know, clearly contact.
They're going to tee him up, Joe. She may tee him up. Warning.
Man, he got in her face. I'm sorry, that was inappropriate.
That was a tee, Joe. He was very close to her.
Shenango, I'm going to be real honest. They should feel very lucky for where they're at in this game. They should be down by several points. They should have more fouls than they have already. As Elkin, ball don't lie. And then the coach, who should have gotten a technical there, Doug.
I agree.
He was totally an inch away from that referee's face. She didn't even call the tee. Yeah, that's nothing short of a jerk move, Doug. So 25-23, Shenango out in front in how should I say this, Doug? Action-packed first half?
Yeah. Very intense here.
Now, if that was Amy Trimble, does she get teed up? I want to say she does.
I don't think she would have acted like that.
No, Amy Trimble would not. She's from a basketball family of successful, well-rounded basketball players, coaches. Maiden name Fairman. Folks at Marion Center certainly know a lot of good Fairman basketball players. Her brother, her sister, both great basketball players. She knows better. This Marion Center crowd, they know better.
The craziest part of it is, Joe, that was the right call.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
They rode her the whole way up the court, and then she fouled her.
Yeah, and the argument, you could see that the bench from Shenango was pleading that the hands were up. The hands were straight up. They could be straight up, but if you're putting body into the offensive player like the case was there, it's still a foul.
Right.
You know, you can still make contact with somebody forcefully with your hands straight up. And that was the case there, and that was absolutely the right call.
Yep.
So, wow, a dramatic and interesting, needless to say, finish to the first half as the Shenango Wildcats, the Whitfield champion and the hosts here tonight, holding a narrow 25-23 lead here on this Innovations of Home game night on High Top Sports Network.
Shenango very fortunate that, Janie Natale is hitting those shots, that lefty. because without her, they would definitely be behind in this ball game. They're being heavily out-rebounded by the Marion Center Stingers. You know, Marion Center a little more balanced. You know, you got Lydia Miller there. She has 8, and you got Kaylee Elkin with 10. So, you know, another, you know, chipping in with 4, Natalie Black. Shenango very fortunate right now. So if this continues, I like Marion Center's chances.
Yeah, I do too. And if these are always interesting moments in the game whenever Marion Center now is going to have to, you know, dare I say, risk the chance of cooling off. You see teams, they're filling it like this team is right now, Doug, and then they have to stop. They have to go to the locker room, and all that energy has to come to a sudden stop. And, you know, the big question, can Marion Center, can they manage to carry that momentum that clearly was in their favor in that first half over to the second half? And I want to mention quickly, this is the B&E Powder Solutions halftime show. B&E Powder Solutions, Doug, the best in the biz. Power, you know, I was actually talking to Jason today about insulation. Spray foam insulation. It's 96% efficient. Did you know this, Doug?
I did not, Jeff.
Yes. So 2 inches, he said. I think it was 2 inches of spray foam. You can do more, of course, in certain instances. But yes, I learned that today.
Wow.
My brain is growing.
There
Still. But B&E Powder Solutions, thank you for your support on High Top Sports Network. But Doug, yeah, man, I'm excited. If you can't tell, this is fun. This is really, really fun.
A lot of excited people in this gym, Joe, both ways. Marion Center crowd and the Shenango crowd. Student section here, Shenango, a little blackout, so they're getting involved also.
Yeah, it's an interesting just facets of this game. You can go over so many different things, you know, the missed calls, and then that I think have happened. You know, these referees, the ref, whether she made the worst call in the world, did not deserve what happened to her there. I thought that was classless, if you really want me to put a word to it, Doug.
Yeah.
You know, I think there's missed calls, and you know, those are called. Marion Center's making some of these gimmies that they've had, Doug. What is the score?
I know.
We're looking at a very different game.
The loser of this game is going to say, man, we had opportunities. That's what they're going to say. We had our chances, because that's what has happened so far in this first half.
Well, here's the thing. You know, I think the stakes are larger, obviously, for the Wildcats. You know, they're expected. They come into this game, and I think the entire bracket, their opponents, potential opponents in that bracket, just expect they're not even going to look at this score right now. Their coaches aren't looking at the score. Their fan bases probably aren't even tuning in to check out the score, because they're assuming the top seed in the entire PIAA bracket is probably handing it to whoever it is they're playing, this being the 4th seed out of District 6, and that is just not the case here tonight. Marion Center just all over the Wildcats and out-rebounding. You know, just the energy level really is just totally in favor of the Stingers.
Where are you guys from?
Where are we from? We're High Top Sports Network.
High Top?
Sports Network, yes.
Oh, okay. I'll give you a plug.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yep.
Nice
High Top
gentleman
Sports
here
Network.
at the press table, going to give us a plug.
What do you do? Are you just going
As you can hear him there.
We do District 7, District 6.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So
Our guys can get on tonight. Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
Athletic.
Yeah, they're good. Yeah. 4 seed, but good.
Yeah, you're hearing it yourself there. Folks surprised here with a very athletic Marion Center team, and energetic indeed, and tenacious. You know, how many times do you see a Shenango player in position to get the basketball, Doug, and out from nowhere comes a Marion Center player just crashing the board, flying in there and getting a rebound or getting a steal. Or it's been the case here throughout this entire contest. Marion Center, the more aggressive team, to say the least.
I think it's hilarious, you know, the Shenango people, you know, coming up to us, man, this Marion Center team's good. I mean, how many people, you can just tell their eyes are open up like, wow, we're in a dogfight here. And that's exactly what it is. I mean, it's a dogfight. You know, Shenango, not only 1 seed Whitfield champ, Joe, they were the 1 seed going into the Whitfield playoffs. It's not like they were a lower seeded team and they won the Whitfield. They were the 1 seed all year, basically. And for Marion Center to do what they're doing and really outplaying them, Joe, a couple calls. You know, Shenango's complaining about foul calls, but really, they got most of the calls.
Absolutely.
You know,
I don't even think there's a question about it there, Doug. What are you saying if you're the coach of each team here quickly with 4 minutes left? Tell me what if you're Amy Trimble and you're talking to her Stingers in the locker room, what are you saying to them?
keep shooting the basketball, keep running the offense. You're out playing them. You're out scrapping them. You're out hustling them. You know, don't worry about the officiating. Play your game. They're going to make. You know, you're going to get your calls. Go to the foul line, knock them down. You know, stay the course. Stay what we worked on. Play hard nose. Get up in their face. Keep the press on. Keep the pressure on them. All the pressure is on them. That's what I'm saying if I'm Marion Center.
And if you are the Shenango coach and talking to his team in the locker room right now, what are you saying?
Yeah, if you're Shenango, you're saying we did not play well in the first half, and we're still up 2. If we just turn around, start to play our game, start to play what got us here, we'll be fine. So we got to start boxing out. We got to start rebounding the basketball. This team cannot beat us if we play our game. That's what I'm saying if I'm Shenango.
Doug, I have a question. You know, you're around so many different teams, and you see so many different personalities on teams. You've been in multiple sports. You know, what's harder here right now? Being Marion Center and trying to come out and carry this, or be the Wildcats and a team that is expected to win, all the pressure probably on them, while Marion Center playing kind of with house money, having to come back out here and do things certainly differently in order to come away with a win.
It's tougher being Shenango right now, not Marion Center. You know, Marion Center, like you said, it's house money. You know, no one thought we could be there. You can play with that chip on your shoulder. If I'm Shenango right now, I'm very worried. If I'm the coach of Shenango, I'm worried because inside he knows that they're being out hustled and out scrapped. You know, Shenango not playing their best basketball. So I would be very worried if I was Shenango. Now, this third quarter, if they come out, you know, they go on a little run here, get a nice lead, they're going to be fine. But if not, you know, that pressure is only going to intensify. So.
Yeah, and it's always interesting. If you're at Marion Center too, how do you? There's really nothing I guess you can do to try to carry over the play that you're experiencing. But you, as a coach, I guess you just keep encouraging more of the same. I suppose.
Pretty much. I mean, you could talk about angles a little bit. You know, a couple times I'd like to see them use the glass, Joe, there, instead of just trying to go over the front rim, especially from the side. They did not hit an outside shot. Marion Center made 0 outside shots in that first half.
Well, right at one point when I said they're doing everything from the inside of the foul line, half of their points, I think they had 12 at the time, were from the free throw line. So that's certainly how a lot of it's being done right now for the Stingers. And that's what I said there towards the tail end of that first half, that Marion Center's got to get to the basket. They're drawing fouls when they do. They're actually getting calls here in the late in the second quarter, as you saw there. So I think more of that. If I'm Amy Trimble, you know, you gave your insight there. I'm telling her players, get to the hoop.
Yeah, if you're on the Marion Center side and you're the coach of Marion Center, you're saying, see, I told you we could play with them. I told you. This is our game. Let's get it.
We thank once again the fine folks at Beanie Powder Solutions, today's halftime sponsor. Thank you, Jason, and all the cool cats over at Beanie Powder Solutions.
Yeah, I want to thank the Shenango being a great host too, Joe. You know, they really helped us. You know, been very friendly and kind, helped us out with our different systems, and a lot of help here. I'm really enjoying my time here in Shenango. I told you, first time I've ever been here.
Yeah, me too. The folks were very helpful down there. We forgot a keyboard of all things, Doug, and somebody's out there like, how do you forget a keyboard? Well, I forgot a keyboard. So quickly they were there to help us and save the day.
Okay, third quarter action getting ready to start. It is going to be Marion Center ball. So Shenango holding a 2-point advantage here. Third quarter. And here we go.
Marion Center with the basketball. Lydia Miller, number 24. I know somebody wore 24, Doug, in a green and gold uniform.
Was that you, Joe?
It might have been.
I like 24. That's one of my numbers, too. Now, 22 is my number, but.
Elkin, front rim. And again, it looked like Elkin might have had another chance there to get past the defender. Just a tough hop, but not following or not really going for the board was her defender there. Kind
wide
of
open look, too.
Yeah. But that's where maybe this got to get to the hoop. Because Elkin, of all the Stingers so far, has done a really good job of drawing fouls. And that one's no good. Great defense by the Stingers. Elkin has it. And then fouled by number 33 of the Wildcats. That, of course, the one and the only Kylie Rubin.
You know, if I'm Shenango, pack it in. I mean, Marion Center has not shown that they can hit an outside shot. Pack it in, make them shoot outside.
Yeah, for sure. And Marion Center, at times they're able to take the Wildcats off the dribble, Doug, and getting there to the rim.
And we have a zone.
And a three. Good, Doug. Commentator's curse goes well for the Stingers there. So.
And Marion Center back on top, 26-25.
26-25 indeed, Doug. Marion Center.
Oh, there she is.
And an air ball by Natal, and we talked about that stoppage. That might have cooled her off. Not what the Elkin gets to the hoop. Contacted a little bit, but give good defense there, credit. But Elkin still somehow comes back and ties that up. How, Doug?
Yeah, got a jump ball out of it anyway, so now they'll get the arrow after this.
Kaylee Elkin's effort here tonight has been exceptional. She was just, her momentum still taking her in the direction in which she was going at the hoop, and still somehow comes back after the ball hits the rim, goes the opposite direction in which she's going, and somehow ties that basketball up. That is awesome hustle. And she's been doing it all night as Kaylee Elkin.
Wow.
Miller, 1 to 5 seconds. Tal jumps it inside, triple team Stingers, kicks it out, shot from the baseline, front rim, air ball, no good. That one brought in by the Stingers.
Feel like Marion Center getting more and more control of this game, Joe, as we play.
And in getting, having a good start here was so important, I think, for the Stingers as Lipsy misses that baseline shot, and a jump ball called Lipsy. Ferocious as always, and Marion Center gets the possession arrow. Man, oh man, this is a fun group to watch. Doug.
Yeah, it is.
Elkin slashes across, tough angle, momentum carrying her too far to the right, and that's where the shot is missed from. And Elkin, an unnecessary foul on the floor there.
It's only her first, Joe.
Yep.
First foul again.
But if you're gonna waste those fouls, you want to waste them on the other side of the timeline, ideally, Doug.
Yeah.
But, Kaylee Elkin still doing a heck of a job, as I mentioned a moment ago, both ends of the court.
Back and forth. Marion Center up one now. Joe, this is going to come down late in the fourth quarter. I have a feeling.
Natal, a little hop before the shot, no good. Rebounded by the Stingers, of course.
Uh-oh.
That was Molly Shadle with the board. Number 14, Elkin, nice dump off. Black, the freshman, no good. Rebounded by Lipsy. She is all over the place, but can't finish. And Marion Center still just up by 1, 5:22 left, almost 3 minutes into this one. Natal, bounce pass, shot from range, up, and, oh, no good. I was ready to say good.
Right on the money. There's a rare rebound for Shenango.
Yep, rare second chance. If they take advantage, they
Yes,
do.
they do.
That's called capitalizing on that second opportunity. Number 21, Padrezi able to drop it. Miller will spin up off the glass and good. Miller with an excellent play there, using that spin move. And really, if you're Shenango there, you're overplaying the left hand of Miller and let her kind of spin perfectly back to that dominant right side of hers. Blocked away by the Stingers.
Wow. More lead changes, Joe. Marion Center.
Lipsy off the glass, and it's good.
Uh-oh.
30-27, Marion Center out in front.
Joe, I believe that's their biggest lead of the game.
It is indeed.
Wow,
Doug.
what a save.
And that one's knocked away. Marion Center gets it back, a 3-point lead. 4:24 left. Bounce pass to Elkin.
Get a timeout if you're Shenango.
She had the baseline and she passed it off. Miller somehow.
Uh-oh.
That's not over back. That was deflected. That was absolutely touched. 4:07, Doug.
Intense, Joe.
Man, we thought basketball season was over, and that is a travel. That's the right call.
No, they're calling a foul.
Oh.
Moving screen.
I guess once she heard the whistle, she moved. That's what I was kind of looking at there. But a moving screen is the call. It looked like it's going to go against Lipsy. That, I believe, is her second. It is indeed.
I believe this is Marion Center's biggest lead, Joe. 3 points.
It is. That one thrown
Tough
in. Nobody
pass.
looking for it. Miller
Man.
not looking for it again, and that one's out of bounds. The big dogs, the Whippeal, the always given the credit, Whippeal teams, not looking like the big dog here tonight, Doug. District 6 in the house.
I told you, Joe, I'd be very worried if I was Shenango, the way this game was going. And Marion Center is just getting more and more footing in this game.
Well, I think it was crucial, as I said there a moment ago, to come out of the second half and continue what you had done in the first half. You know, if Shenango gets some traction there and it gets a little momentum, it could swing this real quickly. But that was not the case. Marion Center picking up where they left off, and in my opinion, looking even better, Doug, than they did in the first half of play.
Yeah.
Want to mention and thank another one of our sponsors, Doug, if I may. The one and only Bowser Minnick Funeral Home. Becky and the folks there, thank you so much for your support. Bowser Minnick serving the communities of Indiana and Armstrong County for generations, and they'll be there for generations to come. Bowser Minnick Funeral Home in Indiana. And other locations here. Josh, you put your mic on, you're there.
Hey guys.
There he is. You're allowed to talk with us.
He's
here,
definitely awake, because there's no way you couldn't be awake in this atmosphere.
Oh, I'm awake. I've just been having such a great time listening to you. It was kind of like that game where I was on a little bit of a delay, and I was listening to you guys' stream and just kind of zoning out because it's so good. You guys are awesome. A lot of emotion and a great game here, obviously.
Well, we're in the PIAA playoffs. It's easy, certainly, to.
Wow, zone press broken to
Oh, and Black loses the handle.
It was broken to perfection.
It
Joe.
was. It was indeed. Ball was hardly put on the floor, and that's, to your point, Doug. That's when you know a press breaker is doing as it should.
Uh-oh.
Now going the other way. Elkin, though, back to stop any kind of easy attempt at the hoop. Switch Miller now back where she started. Stinger's doing a good job of switching on these screens. Going baseline, spin move, back to the middle. Turning, left hand up. Nice move.
Really nice.
Great post moves there by Rubin. Much needed for the Wildcats, who now trail by just one. Elkin to the hoop, up with it.
Wow.
She felt the contact before it was there almost. You could see her kind of contorting herself.
Nice pass.
Nice
wow.
bounce pass indeed, but no good. Marion Center lucky on that one. A beautiful bounce pass by, I believe, was that 21, Doug?
Yeah.
Indeed, that was number 21, the one and only Emily Fedrizzi. We called her name quite a few times tonight, Fedrizzi.
Good player.
Second in scoring, I believe. Or no, she first. Nope, wait. No, she's second in scoring, I
Yeah.
do believe. Well, she's not up on the scoreboard right now, but. Oh, sorry, the shot by a rare second chance opportunity. Sorry, that would be Wildcats. You see that little step she takes before she shoots?
No.
I guess if you do it and then you keep doing it, it's already been kind of laid out that that's going to be legal, so you can't start calling it now, I guess, because it's happened pretty much every attempt that Natal has taken. Dumped inside, but maybe a bounce pass there would have been a better idea by the Stingers. The sophomore Shadled.
And one. Wow.
And a nice bucket there. What an excellent play, Doug, by 21. Fedrizzi.
Yeah.
Big players step up at big times, and Fedrizzi trying to rear her team back into this, who now take the lead back 31-30, and she has a chance to extend the lead if she can knock down this free throw. She retakes the lead also as the game's leading scorer.
Yep. You know, that's the second time out of a timeout where Shenango, out of that timeout, really turned up the intensity and took the lead back.
Through traffic, Elkin with a nice step through. Slow moving, and sometimes it's that slow step through. Black, good defense, and another and one. Back and forth we go.
Back
Fedrizzi.
and forth. Joe, the number of lead changes in this game is crazy.
Man, oh man, Doug, I didn't know if I finished my thought earlier, but we thought the basketball season was over. We might just be seeing one of the best, if not the best basketball game of 2023 here tonight at Shenango Junior Senior High School.
You know, Marion Center's biggest lead's been 3, and I think Shenango's biggest lead may be 5, maybe?
Yep, 5 it is, and right there, big free throw nailed by the Wildcats.
Zone press,
and a
there's the
turnover.
You know, we talked about turnovers and how Marion Center is susceptible to them, so I think it's a really good move by Shenango to go to this press.
I agree, Doug, certainly, and Marion Center. And boy, oh boy, has the lefty been huge.
She's tough to stop at that size, being left-handed. Great pass.
And Black puts it up and in. Lead back down to just 2 points for the Wildcats. Oh, Elkin had it. Push off, not called.
Wow.
Wow, indeed.
And there's
a travel. 2-point game, 1:07 left, Doug, and my arms were just doing something that I couldn't control. The excitement of this one, it's basketball at its finest, Doug.
It's coming down. It's going to come down to the end, Joe. It just is.
Elkin gets through traffic, up off the glass, no good. Nearly tied up again. Numbers now for the Wildcats. Pushing the ball is
Wow.
Fedrizzi, excuse me. 50 seconds left. Marion Center with the basketball, holding, you would think, for the last shot here with 43 seconds left. Miller with the basketball.
Fedrizzi and Natali for Shenango.
They've been the team. They've been it.
Two phenomenal players.
Yeah, they account for 30 of the team's points as Miller hits a little shot just inside the elbow to tie it up at 36 all in quarter number 3 with just 28 seconds remaining. Cinderella, the slipper is still on.
You cannot script this stuff, folks. Oh, there's our plug, Joe.
Yep.
36 all, 58 seconds. Oh, I think there's about 30 seconds to play. Shenango's probably going to draw up a play here for their final shot of the quarter.
I sure love basketball, Doug. I'm sitting here with this smile on my face. I caught myself. I just smiled like, somebody just told me like the best news ever. And basketball does that to me. Sports in general do. But when you get two teams battling it out like this on such a high level of play, this, of course, being the PIAA playoffs, man, it's just the best. Yeah. It's the best. It beats pro sports to me sometimes. It beats, collegiate sports. When you get two teams battling out at the state level like this, you got David and Goliath in a lot of ways.
I don't think Shenango expected this. I think Marion Center did, but I don't think Shenango did. And give Shenango credit because, they're doing what they have to do to stay ahead. They're tied right now, but they're not going to go down easy. I can see why they're the Whitfield champ. They got those two big guns, and those girls can play. Look, one has 16, one has 14. 36 all.
Guys, I'm sorry. I was just going to say, I think everybody's getting swept up in the emotion of this game because the officials did not grant us immediate timeout here in the third quarter.
Oh, no, we got one earlier. I think. Yeah, we were definitely good.
Really?
Yep.
All right, so I got to back off them then, but I didn't remember it.
Triangle delay, Joe. A famous delay play that almost everybody runs.
19 seconds left, and the two.
Oh, carry!
That's
a carry!
As blatant of a carry as any. As Elkin gets it back,
and he's going to call a foul.
The ball was loose. How do you call a foul? Oh, no, it's on 25. It's going to go against the Wildcats, I believe, right?
Oh,
wow!
Goodness.
It was a loose ball. It was a loose basketball.
A blatant carry right at midcourt there, Joe.
In front of two officials as well, guys.
Wow. So 9 seconds left. Fouls now. 5 in this second half so far with 9 seconds left in the third quarter. 1 just for the home team.
Here we go.
Driven lane. Blocked away! 2 seconds left. Miller's got to shoot it.
Nope.
She dribbles that one out, but...
Joe, we're all tied going to quarter 4.
Doug, I don't know if this is the best game that I've seen this year, but I can tell you this. It's been the best 3 quarters to start a game that I've seen all year.
It's one of the most intense. I've done a lot of basketball games,
but
Joe.
I've done a lot with you, and I can't think of one that was this intense.
This is probably the most intense.
Yeah,
honestly.
Everybody in this gym, you could feel it. It's
every call is just crucial. Everybody. You got Marion Center here on one side. I'm right beside the fans. They're going crazy. You have Shenango on the other side.
Yeah, I forgot my cell phone. So if you're trying to text me anyone, just a quick reminder of that. But boy, oh boy, man, we're being treated to a good one, and so are you folks out there. And thank you for tuning in. Shenango Wildcats hosting the Marion Center Stingers here in this first round PIAA Class 2A playoff. And the Stingers, though the 4th seed out of District 6, Doug, they were a couple points away for beating United in the semifinals of District 6 play. And that would have sent them to the championship game where they would have faced Homer Center, and really anything can happen there. There's not much difference between the number 1 seed, I think, out of District 6 and the number 4.
1 quarter of basketball, Joe. 8 minutes. Let's see who plays better here in this 4th.
7:55. The only thing standing between Elkin with good defense. That one hard off the glass. Foul on the floor. A nice job there. Give credit to DeFrank. Amara DeFrank, who got that board. She was flanked to both sides by Marion Center
Fouls
Blair.
are now 6-1, Joe. So Shenango's going to be shooting from here on out. Advantage Shenango on the foul situation here.
Foul against Lazier. She's a sub, I do believe, so it's not one of your starters getting, I almost said flagged, but getting tagged, I guess, with the foul call.
No one really in foul trouble either way. It's just
Yeah, but those can start mounting fast late in the game. That's the only thing.
flex being run now by Shenango.
Yep.
Those of you at home watching this one.
Again, trying to slow the pace, it seems, as well, are these Wildcats. They want to maybe play a more of a half-court game against Marion Center. Cutter, looking for it, but not there. And again, cutters have been open at various points in this game. Shenango, in particular, has gotten a decent amount of their points on backdoor cutters, and cutters of the sort just like that one. Off the glass too hard, no good. Another nice board there by DeFrank. Kicked out. Thought there was a carry, but no call. The lefty puts it up. Needing that one off the top. Is that not out of bounds?
Wow.
Is that not out of bounds? And that was all ball.
Top is in, Joe. The top is in, and it's got to go
It is?
over.
Okay.
Yeah.
That still looked like all ball to me.
I will say this, the rebounding is evening out. Shenango getting 2, 3, 4 opportunities here in the second half. This did not happen in the first half.
Wow, this is intense stuff here. Free throw up and good. The lead back in favor of the Lady Cats. Marion Center fans, as you can hear that over your headset,
They're exactly right.
7-1 indeed. So one team in the bonus and one team with just one foul through the first 9 minutes of this half. And there to take advantage of it was number 33, Kylie Rubin. Getting rode there was Miller, and that one over the head of Black. She got a fingertip on it, but just a little too high. And people pleading for the foul call there as Miller was getting rode up the sideline basically by the defender. Nothing doing, and Shenango now to opportunity to make this a 2-possession game. Score 38-36 on this innovation of home game night on High Top Sports. Shadle guarding the ball. Black now.
Oh, moving screen, absolutely.
And an offensive foul.
I mean, it's not even close.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
it was not even close.
and that's number 3 now on Ashley DeCarbo.
The officials got the Bronx cheer right there for the foul call.
Yeah, that's a perfect way to describe it, Josh.
Wide open.
Wide open 3, up and front rim, no good. Climbing the ladder, Shadle, and she's fouled, and she'll go to the line. The rebounding edge, maybe going back in favor of Marion Center. Doug, your reaction right now? I can't describe it. Tell me.
I'm just watching these Marion Center parents going nuts beside me.
Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you, though? I'm picturing what my own mother would be doing. I saw her at Marion Center games. It wasn't pleasant.
Continue to make your foul shots, Stingers. Good job.
37 points for
now
Marion
they're laughing
Center.
at me. I'm laughing at them. They're laughing at me, Joe.
Of what a basketball game we are being treated to here on this Friday night in March, Doug. March, the key word once again, and 2 for 2.
We're all tied up again, Joe.
38 all, 6:13 left in this PIAA first round matchup. David and Goliath. Very fair to say that.
Wow.
Kickball. Oh, that's off of the Lady Cats. Josh, I saw you nodding your head. You see something there? Was that?
Yeah, it looked like she just actually, when she was trying to bounce it off the out of bounds line there. Quick whistle and the right call by the official.
Yeah, you had a better view on it than I did.
There we go. Trap.
So a chance for the Stingers to regain the lead, 38 all, with 5:57 left and a late pass, but somehow getting through. Black off the glass, no good. Miller with the board. She goes up with it. She's fouled. Everything finds its way back to the mean, Doug. And Marion Center now getting some calls their way to even this. You nod your head. Is that?
This is officials saw the scoreboard 7-1. They started listening to the fans. Just like that, we have 3 fouls on Shenango. Now 7-4. And Marion Center's calmly going to go to the line, just knock down their free throws.
A basketball factory, Doug. Miller now up to 13 points to lead all Marion Center players. She was tied there for a moment with Kaylee Elkin, who also had 12. Not going to make it 14. Back rim, no good. Elkin had to be careful there. Could have gotten an over back call.
39-38 now. Marion Center back on top by 1. Another lead change.
With 5:40 left, a little crossover there in the lane. Up, fouled, and she will go to the line. Number 21, Emily Fedrizzi. Fedrizzi, as you said, Doug, just crucial, especially in this second half for Shenango, because Natal's kind of faded off a little bit here in the second half.
Natal hit everything in the first half, but she's been long on her shot now, so she is off. But Fedrizzi's just picked it up and started carrying Shenango here in the second half.
So first shot by Fedrizzi.
High scorer in the game with 16.
Yeah, a lot of, we got 4 players on the court, 2 on both teams with double figures.
And we're tied up again.
39 all. Miller dribbling through traffic there, that one. And she's going to somehow get through. Shadle, big block.
Big block. Foul.
Elbows being thrown.
No call. Wow.
Chance now for the Wildcats. All tied up, 39 all, 5:23 left. Marion Center with a golden opportunity there to retake the lead. They don't. Shenango gets the board.
All you can do is laugh.
Yeah, I don't know if I've been to a game where you just feel the intensity of everybody in the crowd. You feel how the crowd is feeling.
There it is.
And the
there it is.
5-second call. It could have been called several times tonight, Doug, but finally it is.
Yep. That was the right call again. I mean, Shenango people not happy, but it was the right call.
Marion Center now looking to retake the lead. Good job there by Stingers not to force that. Looked like Molly Shadle was going to try to maybe bounce that basketball baseline where a Stinger was temporarily. That's off the shin of Rubin. Stays here with Marion Center. But it looked like she was going to maybe pass that baseline, decided against it, and that's the thing. Marion Center's going to be smart with the basketball. And Doug, I said, Marion Center, if they limit their turnovers, they are in this game. And sure enough, that's been the case.
They have.
Black lose that one. It's loose on the ground, and coming away with it was number 25, Madison Long for the Wildcats. So, lefty gets it back off to Fedrizzi, and another handoff, bounce pass, another kick, and a travel called against Kylie Rubin. She looks surprised.
That was definitely a look of surprise on her face, just completely flabbergasted by that travel call.
And it was obvious.
Yeah, it was. It certainly was. Ooh, Elkin wasn't looking for that for a second. As Miller gave her a sharp pass. 4:24 left. Miller, baseline.
Wide open.
Jump shot. Oh, no good. Front rim. Long rebound by Rubin, and we remain tied, 39 all. Nearing the 4-minute mark, fourth quarter, here on High Top Sports Network. PIAA basketball coverage on this Innovations of Home game night. Thank you to Innovations of Home. Thank you to Griffith Auto Sales. Thank you to Balzerman Funeral Home. And thank you to Beanie Powder Solutions, the big four here tonight, making this night happen for all you folks. So make sure if you're in the need of any of their goods and services, you seek them out first.
Out.
Nearly another 5-second call. Nice
Wide
roll
open.
there. No one home. And stepping around and putting it up and in was Rubin. 41-39. 3:40 left. Shadle bounce pass inside. Kicks it back out. How will these young Stingers handle this this environment, this setting? Again, they're still playing like they know they're playing with house money, but Shadle nearly she definitely probably got away with one there.
Yep. There's been a lot of traveling in this game that has not been called.
Yeah, both ways for sure. Good defense being played here by the Wildcats. Miller trying to get in there. She goes right hand up the glass. No good. Loose ball. Coming up with another rebound. She's gotten quite a few here of late, but Marion Center with a steal. Elkin with the block. Another chance. Black with it. No good.
Wow.
2 opportunities off the steal and a foul called. And that will send Natal, I believe, to the line. Marion Center had its chances there, Doug, but just unable to convert. I believe that was Natal, but a timeout will be called I don't know whether I should do a live read, Doug, or catch my breath. I'm not sure, but I want to certainly thank all of the folks out there tuning in here tonight on High Top Sports Network. You guys are the best, and we certainly, I know, Doug, I told you about this game, and you were all pumped about it. You knew nothing really about either of these two teams except what we've kind of discussed here of late, and I'm just so happy. I love basketball. I love the game of basketball. I'm really fortunate that we're getting to call such an awesome game. Any game at this point could be our last of the season. Of course, we're going to have the Cager Classic next week, but as far as regular season or regular teams, regular schools, this might be it for us. So if this is it, what a good way to end the season.
Like I said, it's the most intense basketball game I've seen all year, Joe.
Yep.
I mean, the biggest lead in this game, I believe, is 5.
5. Yep.
I mean, that's just crazy to say with only 2:54 left in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and really, what's really changed from the first half to me, it's been basically the same. Marion Center missing a couple opportunities. They're more intense, I think, than Shenango at this point. They're a little more gritty. I will give credit. You pointed this out a moment ago. Shenango may be getting a little more rebounding, and I was going to give credit there to Madison Long. She's gotten a couple big boards for Shenango here in this fourth quarter. But again, in a lot of ways, in many ways, and a majority of them, this is still mirroring the first half. So.
Yeah, 9 fouls now for Marion Center, so Shenango shooting double bonus the rest of the game.
Natal, no good. Nice board there, up and in. What a huge rebound by Rubin. Up by 4 with 2:50 left are these Wildcats looking to escape this scare from the Stingers, but the Stingers not done quite yet. Elkin in the lane, up with it, and a foul called. Man, oh man, lucky to avoid the travel call there.
Another travel, Joe. That's exactly what it was.
It's going to go against number 24. That's her 4th. That, of course, Ashley DeCarbo. One more, and she'll be taking a seat.
Gotta make their free throws. Come on, you can't get tight now. Let's go.
No legs on that one. You can tell she was a little tight.
Yep.
But free throw here will cut it down to a 1-possession game. That's crucial. Elkin's second shot upcoming. It is good. The Marion Center still shooting a very good percentage from the free throw line. Definitely winning that battle. Elkin now up to 13 points. She's tied with Miller, so 13 for those two. Natal with the basketball. 3-point lead.
Wow.
Backdoor pass. Been a big
Nice
swat. What a big swat there by Lipsy. Boy, oh boy, she's fun to watch.
Lipsy having a Dennis Rodman performance out there tonight. 3 points, but she's probably got 15 rebounds, 5 blocks. I mean, she's been incredible.
When I said about her in the last game, it doesn't matter who she's up against. She doesn't feel like she's smaller than anybody. Of course, she's not a short player by any means, but
she's got some springs, man.
She got some springs, and certainly good passing there. And right now,
nice.
just trying to play a little keep away are the Wildcats.
You know, it's hard to keep away, Joe. It's still 2 minutes in this game.
Yeah. Driving the lane, that one knocked away. Marion Center with the steal, but we got to watch behind her. Does Shadle gets it to Lipsy. Lipsy, that one almost nearly goes off of her. She goes up with it, no good. Rebounded, loose ball. Lipsy gets it again. That one's blocked from behind. This one loose now and saved from going out of bounds. Marion Center once again with multiple opportunities. And just cannot convert. A couple of really nice blocks there, though. Give credit to the Wildcats. Those were all clean, Doug.
Yep. A lot of time when you're trying to hold the ball for 2 minutes, Joe, what happens is you turn it over. And Shenango's gone into this stall now. Good timeout by the coach.
Yeah, that timeout. Good indeed, as you said there, Doug. Coach LaRocco. He's gonna need an aspirin after this one, Doug.
Oh man, maybe more than one. He's been working the officials pretty hard, as you guys said there in that first half. Got really close to getting teed up.
When the veins start popping out of your neck, Joe, and that's what I'm seeing over there, that's pretty intense.
Yeah, it is indeed. And I mean, this is a game, and I think if anybody would have told you that this would be a 3-point game with under 2 minutes to play in the fourth quarter, and everybody had to put money into a hat, nobody's taking that bet. Everybody is going the other direction. But you know who wasn't? Marion Center. That team, they came out from the beginning and came out after halftime like a team that believed they belonged here.
They're definitely covering the spread.
Yeah. So for the Marion Center fans that at least bet the, bet the spread for Marion Center, you're in good shape, but they are down by 3, and the Wildcats have the basketball here. And with the basketball, of course, Emily Fedrizzi, give her a ton of credit. She's been, I think, the single biggest reason in the second half that her team is in this position up by 3 with 1:14 left.
Carry! It's a carry right in front of you.
She does that a lot, too. Miller
and
called.
then they're going to call the foul. It's going to go to line.
Man, oh man, turning the ball, clearly turning it over. Yeah, you could see her palm come under the basketball.
Totally underneath.
Not only that, the ball was up around her shoulder.
Yeah.
She took 2 steps and then put it back down. So it was a carry and a travel at the same time.
So at the line.
Double bonus, Joe.
And it rolls in. Shooters roll for Fedrizzi, the senior. Doesn't want to go out this way, I'm sure.
Yeah, as I said, 4 seniors on the court for Shenango. So having a heck of a senior year. WPIAL champs, and it appears that they're going to survive and advance because they are at their biggest lead of the game of 5.
Yeah, it's going to take some efficient Marion Center scoring and some missed free throws, likely from Shenango, for the Stingers to have a chance at this one. But while I have an opportunity, I want to thank again our sponsors tonight, Griffith Auto Cell. Make sure you check them out online, and I urge you folks, Griffith Auto Cell, you see the scoreboard on the bottom of your screen, a large inventory, or a solid quality inventory there at Griffith Auto Cell, in business for nearly 70 years, 1955 to be to be exact. And I had a chance to talk to Caleb, and as we do with all of our sponsors, I asked what makes you guys unique, and he says, we have a lot of the customers we have, they come back. And sure enough, I did a little bit of my own research, Doug, and the first thing I see on their Facebook was a gentleman who bought a car, who had just bought a car 4 weeks earlier from them. And he was from, I think, several hours away. Oh. So Griffith Auto Sales, when you go there and you buy your vehicle, you're buying quality. And that's something that stands out about them, and something that we all desire when purchasing a new vehicle. So make sure you check them out online at griffithautocell.com. Down on us here, guys. I don't know how much of that we missed. Oh, back down again. You're bad. Oh, no. Get the other. Wow.
I didn't even realize it.
I did not realize that either. But really, Doug, we're being that we were covering the Stingers, and Stinger Nation helped support us to be here. We got to pick a player of the game, presented by Innovations of Home. Man, it's a tough one because, as I told you coming into this, it's a balanced attack from these Stingers whenever you face them, Doug. But it's going to be hard. I'm sorry. I'm trying to pat my head and rub my tummy here to try to get our camera back on. But got to take me through your rationale in naming this player of the game.
Well, one of the things we said about coming into this game is that Marion Center could limit their turnovers, and I believe they did. And
until late, and that's I think that's what you saw.
And I think that has to go to the point guard, and that was Lydia Miller. I think she deserves to be Marion Center's player of the game. I think she controlled the ball. I think that she was facing a press there. She's got sneaky speed. Made most if not all of her foul shots. I think she deserves the player of the game.
Yeah, it's tough. I was thinking along those lines. I also was thinking of Kaylee Elkin, who had a really strong first half, and then I was also thinking about Lipsy. She was par for the course for her, what I've gotten a chance to watch her play over this season in this particular playoff run for the Stingers. Lipsy was phenomenal on the glass. Defense, you saw her have a couple big blocks on her opponents who were no short players, or not short in stature certainly, but yeah, I think man, that's tough.
A lot of worthy candidates.
Yeah, I think we're going to go with Lydia Miller, but as a matter of fact, we're going to do? We're going to get some shirts made, and we're going to give them to all 3 of those girls. But,
okay.
So we're going to have 1 shirt to give away tonight, and that'll go to Lydia Miller, but we're going to make 2 more and get those to Maya Lipsy and Kaylee Elkin. Doug.
Okay. You got 3 Elkins here, Joe. So
I said Kaylee, didn't I?
Yeah, you got the right one.
And that makes it hard that they're all K's. You got Kaylee, Kennedy, and who am I forgetting? And
Kyler. However you say that.
Kyler. I'm going to go with Kyler. But yeah, it's man, nothing for the Stingers to hang their heads about here today, though. It's, again, they weren't expected to do, I think, what they did here. They certainly, back up, and they certainly showed a lot of fight. And, you know, here's the thing. If Marion Center could have gotten through this game, Doug, Marion Center could have gotten through this game, what could have been? Because, you know, they might have been playing the best team that they would face maybe until, what, the semifinal round?
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, you're playing the 1 seeds, and you know now you got 2 teams that didn't win their district. So.
Yeah. Well, before the internet goes down again, which it looks like it is, makes no sense. But that's going to about do it for us here. Certainly had a ball here tonight getting to call this game between the Stingers and the Shenango Wildcats. I want to thank our sponsors once again, Innovations of Home, B&E Powder Solutions, Bowser Minnick Funeral Home, and last but certainly not least, Griffith Auto Cell in Home, PA. Check them out online and Facebook today. Doug, thank you. Great way to end the basketball season, but we do have the Cager Classic here next Friday, a week from today. We'll be doing the skills competition, and then Saturday night we'll be there for the boys and girls all-star games, the Cager Classic featuring the Alakiski Valley teams. And so that will really put a final bow on the basketball season for us here at High Top Sports Network. But a heck of a basketball season it has been, and we were treated to a great game to end it here at Shenango High School. Josh, Doug, pleasure being with you guys here tonight.
Yep, it was a fun one. I'm glad we got to come out and do this game, and who knows, maybe we'll get some other state games, Joe.
Who knows? Yeah, never say never. But certainly appreciate you folks tuning in out there. You guys make it fun and make it worth it, and we appreciate you taking your time and spending with us here on High Top Sports Network. So for one final time, for Josh Schreckengoss and Doug Flanders, my name is Joe Rhodes. You folks have a great rest of your week, and may no train pass you by.